Is China's rise to global dominance inevitable? With tensions between the United States and China heating up, many believe that China is poised to dethrone Uncle Sam. But what if we told you that China's future is not as bright as it seems? Political strategist Peter Zeihan argues that China lacks the qualities to overtake the United States and that its system is facing collapse. In this video, we'll explore Zeihan's views on the future of China and why it may not last this decade. Get ready to discover the potential consequences of China's failure to rise and why it matters to you. Political strategist Peter Zeihan argues that China lacks many qualities to overtake the United States of America. Despite China's rapid economic growth and increasing global influence, Zeihan believes that China's future is not as bright as it seems. One of the main reasons Zeihan cites for China's lack of potential to overtake the United States is its lack of innovation, creativity, and a culture of entrepreneurship. While China has made significant progress in recent years, particularly in the technology sector, Zeihan argues that it still lags behind the United States in terms of innovation and creativity. He also points out that China's one-child policy has led to a demographic crisis that will hinder its economic growth in the long run. Zeihan's views are supported by public information and data. According to the Global Innovation Index 2021, the United States ranks first in the world in terms of innovation, while China ranks 14th. Additionally, a report by the World Intellectual Property Organization found that the United States is the most innovative country in the world, with China ranking 14th as well. Furthermore, China's one-child policy, which was implemented in 1979 and officially ended in 2015, has led to a rapidly aging population. According to the United Nations, China's population is expected to peak in 2027 and then decline, which will have significant economic and social consequences. Zeihan cites several factors that contribute to this collapse, including China's debt crisis, its aging population, and its lack of natural resources. China's debt crisis is a well-known issue that has been widely reported in the media. According to the Institute of International Finance, China's total debt reached 317% of its GDP in the first quarter of 2021, which is a significant increase from previous years. This debt crisis has led to concerns about China's ability to sustain its economic growth and development. Additionally, China's aging population is a significant challenge that will hinder its economic growth in the long run. According to the United Nations, China's population is expected to peak in 2027 and then decline, which will have significant economic and social consequences. The aging population will put a strain on China's healthcare system and social security system, which will require significant resources to address. Finally, China's lack of natural resources is another factor that contributes to its system's collapse. China is heavily reliant on imports for many of its natural resources, including oil, gas, and minerals. This reliance on imports makes China vulnerable to supply disruptions and price fluctuations, which can have significant economic consequences. Zeihan believes that if China fails to rise, it could lead to a power vacuum that could destabilize the global order and lead to increased conflict and competition. One potential consequence of China's failure to rise is increased competition between other global powers, particularly the United States and Russia. Without China as a counterbalance, the United States and Russia could become more aggressive in their pursuit of global dominance, which could lead to increased tensions and conflict. Another potential consequence is increased economic instability. China's economic growth has been a significant driver of global economic growth in recent years, and its failure to continue rising could lead to a global economic slowdown. This slowdown could have significant consequences for countries that rely on China for trade and investment. Finally, China's failure to rise could lead to increased political instability within China itself. The Chinese Communist Party has staked its legitimacy on the promise of continued economic growth and development, and a failure to deliver on this promise could lead to increased social unrest and political instability. Overall, Zeihan's argument that China's failure to rise could have significant consequences for the world is supported by public information and data. While China has made significant progress in recent years, it still faces significant challenges that could hinder its long-term growth and development. The potential consequences of China's failure to rise are significant and could have far-reaching implications for the global order.